Welcome back to Fireside Fears. If you enjoyed chilling, immersive horror stories told in the dark, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Now, let the fire crackle, let the night settle in, and let's begin. The reflection that breathed. I didn't believe reflections could do anything except mirror the world. They didn't think, they didn't move, they didn't breathe. That was what I believed before last winter, before everything in my home started watching me back. I moved into the old apartment after my breakup. Cheap rent, locked attic, old furniture left behind. I didn't care. I just wanted silence. That first night, I noticed the bathroom mirror had strange scratches on the frame, like someone had dragged their fingernails across it. I shrugged it off and went to bed. Around 3 a.m., I woke up to what sounded like slow breathing coming from somewhere in the room. Deep, steady, almost deliberate. I froze. I lived alone. I held my breath and listened. The breathing stopped the exact moment I did, matching me, mirroring me. I told myself it was the heater, rolled over, and forced myself back to sleep. It happened again the next night, and the next. Always at 3:04 a.m. Not 3:03, not 3:05, exactly 3:04. The breathing never sounded far away. It was always close, too close, like someone stood at the foot of my bed. I started keeping the bedroom light on. That didn't help, because after a week, I realized the breathing was worse when the lights were on. It sounded excited. One night, I finally got up and checked the apartment with my phone flashlight. Closet? Empty. Kitchen? Empty. Bathroom? I stopped in the doorway. The mirror was fogged over like someone had been breathing inches from the glass, and written in the fog, smeared by a finger from the inside, was one word: open. I stared at it, shaking. Mirrors don't fog from the inside. Mirrors don't write messages. I wiped the glass and backed out of the room. The next morning, I checked the mirror again. No writing. But something was off. My reflection seemed slightly delayed, just a fraction of a second. Every movement I made, it followed, but not instantly like normal, like it needed to think first. At that point, I should have thrown the whole mirror out. But I didn't. I convinced myself it was stress, eye fatigue, anything but the obvious truth. A truth that became impossible to ignore the next night. At 3:04 a.m., the breathing started. Slow at first, then louder, heavier, almost hungry. My lamp flickered. I sat up and looked toward the open bedroom door. The bathroom was visible from my bed. The mirror was reflecting the partial hallway and me. But the me in the mirror was sitting up too, except I hadn't moved yet. I froze in place. My reflection didn't. It slowly tilted its head, studying me with fascination. Then it smiled. I felt cold sweep down my spine. That thing was not me. I pulled the blanket up and watched as my reflection leaned slightly out of frame, as if something behind the mirror caught its attention. Then it leaned back in, lifted its finger to the glass, and traced a single word backwards so I could read it. Tonight. I ran out of the room and slept in my car until morning. The next day, I avoided mirrors completely. Phone screen turned off, TV unplugged, bathroom mirror covered with towels and duct tape. But even then, I never felt alone. Every reflective surface felt like an eye waiting to blink. That afternoon, I visited an old antique shop downtown. I showed the owner a photo of the mirror. He immediately stiffened and asked where I got it. I told him it came with the apartment. He explained something I wish I never heard. Some mirrors weren't made to reflect. Some were made to watch. A ritual in the 1800s used mirrors as windows for something on the other side. Eventually, whatever looked through long enough learned to imitate the person perfectly. And once it was perfect, it could trade places. He told me to break the mirror before midnight. That was the only way to stop it. I drove home. My heart hammered the whole way. I rushed inside, grabbed a hammer, and tore the towels off the mirror. For a moment, it looked normal, just me staring back. Same clothes, same fear, same tense shoulders. Then my reflection blinked. I hadn't. It smiled again. And then it breathed. My breath stopped. My reflection didn't. Its chest rose and fell slowly, tauntingly, like it was showing off how real it had become. I swung the hammer. The glass cracked, but didn't shatter. Something behind the mirror moved. A pale hand pushed against the weakened glass from the inside. I stumbled back. Another hand appeared. Then a face pressed forward, distorting the surface like plastic stretched too far. I swung again, screaming. This time, the mirror exploded outward. Shards rained across the floor. The thing behind it vanished into the dark void behind the frame. The hole was empty, silent. I backed away slowly. My breathing was fast and panicked, but there was another breathing sound too. Slow, heavy, behind me. I turned. There, standing in my hallway, was me. Same clothes, same hair, same face. But its chest wasn't rising. It wasn't breathing. It tilted its head the same way the reflection had. Once, twice. Then it took one single step toward me. It whispered in my voice, but wrong, like someone trying to remember how a human sounded. Trade complete. I don't remember the next few seconds. I woke up on the floor with the apartment silent, the hallway empty, the broken mirror gone, not a shard left. Everything looked normal. Too normal. That night, I tried to record myself sleeping, hoping to prove I wasn't losing my mind. I fell asleep after 5 a.m. When I woke up, the video was still recording. I scrubbed through the footage at 3 times speed until I reached 3:04 a.m. The lens fogged over. Something leaned close and whispered my name in my exact voice, except I had been deep asleep. I don't know where my reflection is now, but I know it's not trapped anymore, and I know it wants its life back. And I can feel something watching me every time I pass a dark window. The fire's burning low now. If you enjoyed the story, stay close. There are many more to tell. Until next time, sleep with one eye open. You're never truly alone when you're near the fire.